Continued education. I want to go into a little bit more detail about the importance of continued education at your home care service, at your new home care business. A couple of things that you can do with continued education, and is train new caregivers, meet compliance. So stay compliant with your state's requirements, reduce turnover, and increase referrals. Um, Training new caregivers. Our criteria is, we want to have the girls have at least 2 years experience. So we're not bringing in like new caregivers, but they are, they're not new to the industry, but they may be, not as, well trained and well educated about, the actual industry or the services that we're going to be providing. And using the Institute for Professional Care Education program, they have a program that you can get 10 caregivers on the program for like $100. So 10 caregivers can have their own login accounts and get the trainings that they need through through that software, so they can log in through their phones or usually through their computers at home or at the library and stuff like that. But um, and they have all kind of different, they have hundreds of hours of training, and we try to make sure all our caregivers, not just the new ones, are doing at least 1 hour a month of training. Um, 1 hour a week of training online, so they can stay moving their education forward, constantly being engaged, and they could feel empowered. So that's one thing. That's one thing that's powerful about continued education and meet compliance, and just different states have different laws and stuff like that. So this, again, the Institute for Professional Care Education also has your state's requirements and stuff like that. So you're gonna know exactly what your state um, is required for home care, home health, and assisted livings and everything. They have all that information on there. So anybody who needs any kind of training for those things to meet compliance and be state compliant, you can also get it there. And again, like I was saying in the previous module about retention, it reduces turnover. It stops you from having to fire people because you're training them, and and they have the necessary information to be successful, or to do the proper job that the proper service, to get the proper service to the cases that you send them on. So it reduces turnover, and also because of all those things before that, because of you're trained, your caregivers are trained, because you're meeting compliance, because your turnover is low, and the girls that you have are sticking with you, um, and becoming better caregivers, and more, they're providing better service. Your referrals will increase, and that's the most important thing, because if you're not bringing in any new clients, your business isn't growing, and if it's not growing, it's dying. So definitely look into the Institute for Professional Care Education. Tell them that you heard about it through Alan Cheney's program with CNA to CEO, and you'll get a discount. And also, don't hesitate to do your own group caregiver trainings once a month, because that's going to also, again, like we spoke about previously, it's going to give you an opportunity to look at your girls face to face, look at your caregivers face to face, and let them know what you expect. And then also you get feedback, and you want to see you want to know what's going on in the hearts and minds of your workers, because they represent you in the field. And yeah, that's just something we wanted to throw in there, the importance of continued education. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, feel free to leave them below, and we'll address them immediately.